Hey moms, I'm Erica Zeal here with you today, creator of Nocta Fitness. And if you've been watching the last couple videos I've done, the first one I addressed a lot of nutrition stuff, specifically sugar and some, fats and things like that. So you have to watch that one. That's a must. I've got some great tips in there to help you get off those sugar cravings. And then our last video, I talked a lot about posture and getting rid of the belly bulge. And it might surprise you what I actually talk about if you haven't seen it yet. So be sure to check it out. And today I'm going to talk about exercise specifics, get into some exercise importance. And are you exercising enough? Are you exercising too much? Are you doing the right exercise for you? A lot of questions. I know for many, many of you, you're just trying to get a little bit of working out in. So the first question I have to address is 10 minutes enough? And absolutely, if all the time you have is to fit in 10 minutes of exercise every single day, or at least most days of the week, that's great. It's way better than not doing anything. You would be amazed at, what you can get in 10 minutes. And I've got a lot of stuff on the blog, and I've got stuff in the DVDs. I've got some new stuff coming out with my 21-day program. And, everything I do, I really keep, the fact that we're busy moms. I'm a busy mom. People ask me when I exercise, and I'm like, well, it doesn't always get completely scheduled in like I would like. Sometimes you have to fit it in when you can, and it may not always be your ideal, but we're going to address some of those. So when it comes to exercise, I want to really address, are you doing the right exercise for you? Are you enjoying what you're doing? And I know that's kind of a controversial question because a lot of you may not really enjoy exercise. I love it, but that's my profession. I kind of have to. But there are definitely things for me even that I prefer to do a lot more than others. I will be completely honest. I struggle when it comes to cardio. Cardio is not my favorite thing to do by any means. I would rather be on that reformer working out, doing my floor exercises, lifting some weights. That's my ideal. So for me, cardio is something that I continually, I don't say I struggle with, but I have to make myself do it and be like, okay, Erica, today it's a run day. My husband's home, I'm going to run out and I'm going to clear my head. And so for me, it's running for me is like a stress release. So I kind of get two things done with that. It's great exercise for me, and I get outside, I get to clear my head, I've got no kids with me. And so this is something else when it comes to working out. I know a lot of us may not have the luxury of being able to fit in exercise without your kids. That's fine. There's so many things that you can do in your own home, in your living room, in your backyard. If you've got some stairs, it's really endless. If you've got a couple dumbbells, if you don't, that's one thing I'd highly recommend, investing in, a pair of whatever weight you want to be, but I would say if you can get a pair of heavier ones, because a lot of other stuff you can do body weight, right, at home. But ideally trying to find stuff that makes you feel better. And maybe that's yoga. Maybe that's a high intensity exercise. Maybe it's doing something, I try to make a lot of my exercises, I like to vary them of course, but I like to have them have a purpose. So not only are you getting a great workout, we're working on lifting your butt, strengthening your core, relaxing those shoulders back. I always incorporate a lot of posture in my stuff, and great form is a must, but doing things like that is also strengthening your back so that hopefully, in time, you're getting rid of the aches and pains of your back. Your posture is getting better. You're getting stronger. You're just increasing your overall wellness and health. And it's amazing what a little bit of exercise can do. So again, that 10 minutes a day can be so effective, and it's so important. When I get my clients that I see 1 to 3 times a week, and when they go off on vacation or something, I say, or even the days in between when I see them, I say, okay, here's the exercises I want you to do. Spend 5, even just 5 minutes, but 10 is better, going through them slowly, because not only, one, does it get your heart rate up a little bit, but it's also stretching your body out through active movement. So you're getting the best of all worlds. You're getting a little bit of lengthening with, strengthening and turning on the muscles. And what I find is that even if you could do it first thing in the morning, 10 minutes, you gotta get 10 minutes early, that's all you need. One of my favorite exercises, squats with rotations. If you've done my videos, you follow my stuff online, this is one of my absolute favorite exercises, because if you go through it slow, it's getting into a deep squat, it's opening your hips, okay? Make sure you feel that wrapping around your hips, and a lot of people are like, what is she talking about? I'm talking about wrapping around your hips because otherwise your knees are going to want to buckle in, and I don't want them to go in. I want your knees to press out so your knees, hips, and toes are all in alignment. This is a good one if you're pregnant, after baby, beyond. I love it. You're getting that core activation, focusing on drawing your rib cage down, lifting tall through the top of your head, and if you're pregnant, you're going to have less rotation. The rotation comes from your hips. But if you're not pregnant, I want you to focus on rotating even more, and it's also incorporating balance. You'll notice you're opening up your chest, lightly turning on your back muscles. So this is like a go-to exercise. I love it for warm-up. I love it to do as an actual exercise. You can add weights to it, to make it more intense, but it's a great full body, turning things on. But you're not just stretching. I'm not a firm believer in just static stretching and holding stretches. Occasionally I'll do them, but it's very minimal. If I do, it's usually more like yoga type stuff, pigeons, holding lunge stretches, and all that kind of stuff. But I want you to move, and I want you to think about movement that is, again, it's energizing you. It's going to make you feel better, even if you may not love it, but when you get done, you feel better. So again, then maybe that's high intensity, maybe that's yoga, maybe that's going through a combination of a lot of what I teach is your kind of fitness fusion stuff. I like to incorporate what I feel is like the best of all worlds. We get some weights, we get some Pilates, we get some, more traditional fitness stuff. I like to incorporate a little bit of yoga. And everything really has a purpose, opening up your chest, good postural stuff. So that's the thing I want you to think about is when you're working out, is it energizing you or is it making you more tired? Like, for instance, if you are so sleep deprived, again, this is a big question I got from a lot of you moms, and I have been there 3 times, and I still don't know, there's a lot of nights where I feel like, okay, I finally woke up and I feel rested once in a while now, which is an amazing feeling because I, didn't get that for like 6 years of my life, because somebody always inevitably likes to get up. But when it comes to working out, like if you are super sleep deprived and then you want to go and just get, beat up, go do an intense exercise, does it actually make you feel better? Or does it make you feel like you leave and you feel, oh my gosh, now I'm really tired? I find with my tired moms, which is a lot of them when you're pregnant, even if it's your first, because your body is there's so much going on, but that doesn't mean that you can't work out and make it effective. It doesn't have to be super high intensity. And this is again where I love some Pilates moves. I love stuff with the band and things like that because you can really tap into that, deep muscular level and your neuromuscular system, and you really make everything nice and strong underneath, even when you're pregnant and you're gaining weight on top. It makes it easier after because you're strong, and it can help you push the baby out, all that kind of stuff. And then after baby, even if you didn't work out when you were pregnant, but you're super tired, you gotta find these exercises that make you feel good. And so even if you're super exhausted, some of my workouts have it, and in my 21-day program, I'm adding some awesome strength training exercises in there. So if you've got a pair of heavier dumbbells at home, or you get into the gym once in a while and you can send the kids off to the daycare, so you get some time for you, I'm going to be adding some of those. And I'm going to be adding some cardio interval things with options. And they're going to be short and they're going to be easy to do. So you can pick and choose. And I'm going to put together a whole, workout assignment. And it will also be for you pregnant moms as well. You moms are going to have a totally different workout assignment and exercises to do and assignments for a lot of my workouts that I have. And then everybody else, you busy mamas out there, I'm going to have a whole 21 days of exercise assignments from workouts that I already have, stuff on the DVD, to new stuff I'm putting together, specifically the strength training, because it is very important to lift weights. I'm a huge fan of it. And if you're afraid of bulking up, that really is not going to happen. I mean, if you have to really try if you're afraid of packing on those muscle pounds. A lot of it's genetics. But it'll increase your metabolism, so you'll burn more calories and all that stuff. And it just helps you just feel so much stronger as a mom. And it's so important as moms that we be strong and we work our bodies smart. And then the days that you feel like you're rested, you can, up your intensity and do a harder workout. It's just really quick. I know with some of my clients, I might have a whole, really hard workout planned for them because I'm like, I've got them here. I'm like, this is awesome. And they walk in and they're like, I don't even know how I got here, but I'm here. So yeah, make me feel better, So that's where I've come to this whole development of working out super hard all the time really actually can be detrimental to your body. In the first video I mentioned really quickly about adrenals and all that. And if you're working out too hard and you're super sleep deprived, your adrenals are like putzing along, and that's not helping you at all. So start thinking about, if you're one of those who love the high intensity workouts, there's nothing wrong with that. I like those once in a while too, But if I've got a client, or if you're really tired, if I'm really tired, that's not the workout for me that day. I'm gonna pick a workout that's moving my entire body, making me feel better and stronger, but isn't gonna get me so, intense that I'm like, I feel more tired after. So anyway, stay tuned. My next video, I'm gonna talk a lot more about what my 21-day healthy lifestyle for the busy mom is gonna entail. There's a lot of great stuff in there, so stay tuned and I'll see you then.